developed in the barren and unforgiving landscape. Emptiness within Jackson County. The oil runs red in the Black River town. The Midwest lay barren. No help, no aid, nothing. They were all pushed away. As the venom seeped through the county, the corporate dragons lay in wait until all hope was abandoned, letting them bleed out for days, then months, then years, before it would enter and love dump all of themselves into the town. What was left for this town? Until all that was left was to defy nature and to bastardize science. There in the town of Otsego, a killing idea began to take root, stemming a mechanical monster to liberate them from the Komodo dragons, the dragons of capitalist opportunism. Here is a built bastard of machinery and humanity, given words to a protocol that play in his mind when this hyper-potent and lethal protocol would activate. This new machine, this new species of man and metal, hardwired with neurological circuitry that goes haywire. There were only a few select words that he needed to play in his mind over and over again like a broken vinyl. Today's the day in which he fulfills his purpose. As he recites those words, he readjusts. The segments of his arms audibly clink and clank. Hazel eyes turn vermilion, joints lock and load. Spring coiled himself tightly. His sights were trained on the authoritarian skyscraper. The bounds of fear were shaking as they started to rip. Overdrive lights brightly shine. His feet dig into the earth, cracking the ground beneath. And then behold, a living, breathing NATO round. Shreds of metal from the building tossed into the air. Debris of the asphalt and rubble tossed into the air. Guns and ammunition separated and serrated, tossed into the air. Flesh and blood from the freshly slaughtered swine tossed into the air. Destructive echoes launched through the city. Flares and fire from the friction caused from the propulsion tossed into the air. Artificial human skin shredded like wheat, bullet holes, scars and bruises, decorated rather than wounded. His metal plating covered in dents, scratches and bullet pumps. Nay, all this was but a setback. He cools down. Steam emits from his eyes, ears, mouth and nose. His head emits small sparks. Shoulders of metal bulged, knees unloaded, toes that looked like 50 caliber bullets. Looking around, he saw the blood drops upon the asphalt. He stumbles up with his robotic arm dangling, broken. It was a tough and long battle before, yet he remembers none of it. All that he sees is what is left of his work. The building reduced to mere rubble. It was already nighttime. Blue and red lights filled the dark air, as wails upon wails of sirens fill up the night, and the lights surrounded him, along with artillery fire. He recites the words once again, needing another verbal fix. To become carnage incarnate, he gritted his teeth, before he set the trance back into motion. But this trick was different. The sweat of the bud was even more lethal, even more hyperpotent. The parts start shaking, the steam within him builds up, and December became red in Wisconsin.